Hello, and welcome, future Mandarin speakers. I'm your instructor, Ying, and I am absolutely thrilled to welcome you to the Langmitra Chinese, meaning Mandarin Learning Journey. This is Module 1, Lesson 1. Welcome to your Chinese journey. It's a huge step you're taking, and I promise you, it's going to be incredibly rewarding.
Hi Ying, I'm David, and I'm really excited to get started. I've always wanted to learn Chinese, but it feels a bit daunting.
That's a completely natural feeling, David, especially with a language like Mandarin that might seem very different from English. But that's exactly why we've designed this course to be step-by-step, supportive, and incredibly effective. Throughout this Langmitra course, we're going to build your Mandarin skills from the ground up. We'll start with the foundational elements like pinyin and tones, which are crucial. Don't worry, we'll make them easy. And then move on to practical vocabulary, essential grammar, and real-world conversation skills. By the end, you'll be able to confidently communicate in a variety of situations. Now, let me quickly explain how our Langmitra learning system works. Each lesson, just like this one, is a podcast conversation where you learn through listening to me teach and you, David, practicing and asking questions. After each lesson, it's really important to head over to the Langmitra platform. You'll find study cards, these are like digital flashcards, to review all the vocabulary, grammar points, and cultural insights we discuss. Then there's a practice section, which is fantastic for drilling pronunciation, trying out short sentences, and answering quick quiz questions. And finally, at the end of each module, you'll have an assessment to test your progress and see how far you've come. My biggest piece of advice, David, is to review those study cards and do the practice exercises regularly. That's where the magic really happens for retention.
That sounds like a really comprehensive system, Ying. I appreciate knowing what to expect. So what are we diving into today?
Today, David, is all about setting the stage for success. We're going to explore why Mandarin is such a crucial language in today's global landscape, especially for business and travel. We'll also highlight the unique benefits of our Langmitra course, and most importantly, help you set some personal learning goals that will keep you motivated throughout your journey. Are you ready?
Absolutely, Ying. Let's do this.
Excellent. So let's start with the why. Why learn Mandarin? Well, China is a global economic powerhouse, isn't it? Its influence in international business, technology, and trade is undeniable. Learning Mandarin isn't just about communication. It's about opening doors to immense opportunities. Imagine being able to conduct corporate meetings, negotiate deals, or simply build rapport with Chinese colleagues or clients in their native language. It shows respect, builds trust, and gives you a significant edge. From a travel perspective, knowing even a little Mandarin transforms your experience. Instead of just seeing the sights, you can truly engage with the culture, order food like a local, ask for directions, or chat with people you meet. It turns a trip into an immersion.
That makes a lot of sense, Ying. I've definitely felt limited when traveling in countries where I don't speak the language. And for business, I can see how it would be a huge advantage.
Exactly, David. It's about empowerment. Now, to kick things off, let's learn a few essential phrases that are useful in both business and travel. The most common greeting is ni hao, that's N-I-H-A-O, with a third tone on ni and a third tone on hao. It literally means you good, but it's used just like hello. Can you try saying that, David?
Ni hao.
Meaning pronounces flatly. Good attempt, David. You got the sounds right, but the tones are key here. Remember, Mandarin is a tonal language, which means the pitch of your voice changes the meaning of the word. For ni hao, both syllables have what we call a third tone. It's like a dip and then a slight rise in your voice. So it goes down and then up. Try to scoop it. Ni hao. Imagine drawing a little V with your voice.
Ni hao.
Meaning tries to scoop. Much better, David. That V shape was clear. Perfect. You're already getting a feel for the tones. Let's try another one. 谢谢. This means thank you. It's X-I-E-X-I-E-E, with a fourth tone on the first 谢 and a neutral tone on the second 谢. A fourth tone is like a sharp falling tone, as if you're saying no very emphatically. So, 谢谢. Try that for me, David.
谢谢. You're close, David. That falling tone needs to be a bit more decisive, like a firm chop with your voice. 谢谢. Make it really drop. The second 谢 is light, almost like a whisper. 谢谢. 谢谢.
Excellent, David. That was spot on. See, you're a natural at picking this up. And finally, 再见 for goodbye. Z-A-I-J-I-A-N. Fourth tone on 在 and fourth tone on 见. So 2 falling tones, one after the other. 再见. Give it a go.
再见.
Fantastic, David. You nailed those 2 falling tones. They were clear and crisp. You're getting better each time. So we have 你好, 谢谢, and 再见.
你好, 谢谢, 再见. Got it.
Wonderful, David. Now, let's do a quick practice. Imagine you've just arrived in Beijing for a business trip. You meet your local contact at the airport. What's the first thing you'd say?
I'd say 你好.
Perfect. And then, after your meeting, when they've helped you with your luggage and are seeing you off, what would you say to express your gratitude and then goodbye?
I'd say 谢谢, 再见.
Absolutely brilliant, David. That's exactly right. You used all 3 phrases naturally in a short scenario. That's fantastic progress for just a few minutes of learning. You're already sounding more confident.
Thanks, Ying. It feels good to actually use them. I can already see how these simple phrases would make a difference.
They truly do, David. And that brings us to the benefits of this language course. Beyond just learning words, we focus on practical communication. Our lessons are structured to give you a solid foundation in pinyin and tones, which are often the biggest hurdles for beginners. We use real-world scenarios, just like our little airport roleplay, to make the language relevant and immediately usable. Plus, we dive into the cultural context, because language and culture are inseparable. We want you to not just speak Mandarin, but to understand the nuances behind the words. And what's crucial for success, David, is setting personal learning goals. What do you hope to achieve with Mandarin? Don't just say, learn Chinese. Let's make it specific and achievable. For example, a good goal might be, within 3 months, I want to be able to order a meal confidently in a Chinese restaurant and ask for the bill. Or, by the end of Module 1, I want to be able to introduce myself and understand basic greetings. What comes to mind for you?
That's a good way to think about it, Ying. I guess my initial goal is to be able to have a very basic conversation, like introduce myself, ask someone's name, and maybe say where I'm from. And of course, order food. I'm a big foodie.
Excellent goals, David. Basic conversation is a great starting point. To make it even more specific, how about, by the end of Module 2, I will be able to introduce myself and ask about someone's name and origin using simple Mandarin phrases. And for the food, we can aim for, within the first 5 modules, I'll confidently order a main dish and a drink. These are specific, measurable, and definitely achievable with consistent practice on Langmitra. Remember, on Langmitra, you'll find study cards for all the vocabulary and grammar from our lessons, which will be instrumental in reaching these goals.
That sounds much more concrete, Ying. I like that. It gives me something clear to work towards.
Exactly. And knowing your why and your specific goals will keep you motivated when things get a bit challenging, which they will sometimes, but that's part of the learning adventure. Now, let's take a brief cultural deep dive. In Chinese culture, politeness and respect are incredibly important, especially in formal or new interactions. While ni hao is a universal greeting, how you address people, particularly those older or in positions of authority, can be quite different from Western norms.
Oh, interesting. In English, we often go straight to first names, even with bosses sometimes.
That's right, David. In China, it's common to use titles, especially in professional settings. For example, a common way to address a teacher is 老师, meaning 老师, L-A-O-S-H-I. It literally means teacher. It's a respectful term. Even outside of a formal classroom, if you're learning from someone or they're guiding you, you might hear this. Can you try to say 老师?
老师? Good try, David. You got the Lao sound well. For Lao, it's a third tone, that dipping V shape again. And Shi is a first tone, high and flat, like you're singing a high note. So Lao Shi,
try to hold that shi high and flat. 老师.
Perfect, David. Much clearer. You really got that flat shi sound. So you could even say Ying Lao Shu to me, though just Ying is perfectly fine in our casual podcast setting. It just shows that respect. This cultural understanding helps you not just speak, but also connect appropriately.
That's a great point, Ying. It's fascinating how language reflects these cultural nuances. I'll remember that.
You're doing so well, David. Let's do a quick recap of our key vocabulary before we wrap up. I'll say the English, and you give me the Mandarin, and then repeat it. Ready?
Ready, Ying.
Hello.
你好.
Excellent. Thank you.
谢谢.
Perfect. Goodbye.
再见.
And teacher.
老师.
Absolutely fantastic, David. You've not only remembered the words, but also improved your pronunciation significantly since our first attempts. Compare how you said ni hao at the beginning versus now. Huge difference. You've done a wonderful job today.
Wow, thanks, Ying. I really feel like I'm making progress already. It's much less intimidating than I thought.
See? That's the spirit. And that's what Langmitra is all about, making language learning accessible and enjoyable. You've taken the first crucial step on your Chinese journey, David. You've understood the importance of Mandarin, learned about our course structure, set some personal goals, and even started practicing some essential phrases. That's a lot for one lesson. For homework, I encourage you to use the Langmitra study cards for this lesson to review ni hao, xie xie, zai jian, and lao shi, and definitely try the practice section to solidify your pronunciation. Consistent, small efforts are what build mastery.
I will, Ying. I'm really looking forward to it.
Great. Next time, we're going to dive deep into the fascinating world of Pinyin, the phonetic system for Mandarin, and those famous 4 tones. Understanding these will unlock your ability to pronounce virtually any Chinese word correctly. It's the absolute foundation, and will make it fun and clear. So get ready for an exciting journey into sounds.
Sounds great. I'm excited to tackle the tones.
Fantastic, David. Keep up the great work. 再见, and I'll talk to you in our next lesson.
再见, Ying. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Before we recap, one quick ask. What worked for you in this lesson? What felt hard? And what topic should we teach next? Drop it in the comments. Your feedback shapes what we build next.
One language sets you in a corridor for life. Learn language with podcast. Subscribe.